What? Hey everyone, welcome back, and we're right back into our little Minecraft save that we're working on here. So, it's gotten some progress since we first started. We're gonna wait for the melons to grow over here a little bit. I might go get some bones from the storage and bone meal them, so that isn't always an option, I suppose. Music seems a lot louder than usual, but I'm gonna leave it for now. I'll edit that if I have to. And there we go. So that should start generating the first set of melons. But now there's a bigger problem, and that's seeds. Which has been solved. And now begins the mass production of wheat. So I think that this first one over here is going to be our wheat farm. There we go. Let's create a spot for seeds in particular. Alright, there we go. That's a good start for crops. That'll generate slowly. I'm going to trim these sugarcane over here and start a sugarcane farm after I go sleep. So, yeah. I'm not having any of that right now. So I'm still waiting on my car's bumper, even though it's been almost a week. It's been a pretty hectic scenario. So because the E46 has, which is the car I have, it's a BMW. So it's not anything fancy. It's not like it's an M3. It's just a 325, but you know, still fun to drive. It has amazing handling. But anyways, so what happened was that with the original bumper, because the car is slightly lowered, anything that has a above average slope, such as a very steep driveway, while heading up it, my bumper will occasionally catch and scrape the paint, which eventually I hit a driveway that was a little too steep, and this time it caused the entire bottom of the bumper to cave in. So that's fantastic. So the bumper was basically ruined by me trying to get up a driveway, and now I'm waiting on a new bumper, which is an M style bumper. So it looks a little bit more sporty and aggressive, so it's kind of cool. But the only problem is that the bumper mounting clips are different, and the body shop that was supposed to install it said that they could not do it. It was uncompatible. After doing about 20 minutes of searching online, I found that the parts that I needed are about $15 on eBay, and it's literally an easy to reach socket wrench bolt that you can just get the socket wrench to get the bolt and then done. So that is what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, is installing a new bumper, and I'm looking forward to it. So if you guys want to see that, I might upload an unlisted video and post it on my Twitter. Sorry if that was a little loud, but so the whole Twitter thing was a kind of a funny story, actually. So, but yeah, I do have a Twitter now. I'll be posting that link in the description, I think, so you can follow me on Twitter and receive updates. I don't know how to use Twitter because I've never used a Twitter before, but I do have a Twitter. So, yeah. So I think that this episode, while those crops are growing, I'm going to keep working on the storage silo slash condo, whatever it is. To do that, I'm going to need more spruce logs. I've got like a really weird itch, like under my eye that I've been like scratching it. It's not going away. I don't know what it is. It's like really getting on my nerve. How much wood do we have? 25. I'm gonna go for probably a half stack. Pancakes sound really good right now. Half stack of pancakes, in case you were wondering why that connection was drawn. Alright, so now we have a little bit more than a half stack, but it'll do. We also have more glass, and I think I'll ever know what to do with for the next couple of Minecraft days, but oh, that's what I wanted to do. Right, when I was looking at the thumbnail, I was like, I need to fix that. And what I'm talking about is the roof of the farm thing. Cool. Here we go. So there we go. That roof cap definitely does make it look a little bit better. Oh right. I forgot I was harvesting sugarcane before the skeleton tried to get me. There we go. That's cool. Got some sugarcane. Gonna eat some food. There we go. And let's go find a good place to plant some sugarcane. There's a pond up here. I think I'm going to do it around here for now. There we go. That'll grow pretty fast. I want to see something real fast. Well, I guess I probably don't have the recipe for it, because I'm wondering if I can use like other types of leather for books. But I guess that's not really something I have access to. So I'm gonna go empty out my inventory probably. Like for realsies this time. Right, this is my problem, is that my chests aren't organized at all. So I'm just going to resort to spam clicking and hoping that something might be able to fill a stack. So cool. Alright. So I'm still not entirely sure what I want to do with this, and I might end up tearing it down and restarting. Just because I'm not sure if I like the way that I built this in the first place. So, yeah, I think I'm going to tear it down. God, those lens flares. I'm trying to get all the edges done so it's a little bit easier. But I might just end up jumping up there and just chopping it all down from the top. That might be a little easier. I don't think I can jump to that. Weird, my volume just turned itself down. That was kind of strange. Huh. I don't know what I was thinking. Clearly I wasn't, but... Okay, good, I still have another axe to use. Wow, this is so fun. So much fun. So fun. Okay, now we got this little last section here, which can be taken down from the bottom. Okay, good. Armor is still in good condition. I was a little worried about that. There we go. So I'm probably gonna do some thinking and probably some like toying in creative mode, like behind the scenes, and think of a better way to build this. So, yeah. So recently, I'm kind of obsessed with my channel analytics right now because it's fun to look at the data. And it's kind of strange because when I upload a new video and it doesn't like do as good as I think it's going to do, I have like these minor panics thinking like, oh no, has it been only like a coincidence that I'm getting like a ton of views and now it's all over? And then when the analytics report comes out and like everything is green, saying like, it's performing better than all my other videos so far, it's just really weird. But I don't know. It's really fun to kind of like look at the data and see everything going up or down, or seeing what I can do, what's causing certain things to flunder and flail. And so yeah, it really is a lot of fun kind of looking at all that stuff. So I'm thinking I might expand this further down and actually do like walls and whatnot, or maybe like keep it available for it to be increased in the future, but I'm not sure yet. And let me just say that getting like a comment on a video that's like super positive and like supportive makes any day of mine that's been a little like rough or harsh or not in my favor, makes it immediately 100 times better. And I really appreciate that when you guys leave supportive comments, because it validates what I'm doing and makes me feel less like I'm wasting time just talking into a microphone, and that I'm actually entertaining people, and that's nice to know. And yeah, so right now I'm at a little bit of an impasse here with what I'm going to do next, because I want to get more advanced resources. At the same time, I just want to chillax and build and just keep up with that. So I gotta turn my sensitivity down for these shots here. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. Bullseye. Ah, you lucky little execution. Yeah, I'm gonna go drop all my stuff off at the chests, and we're gonna go find a cave, and we're gonna go find diamonds, and we're gonna go to the nether, and then yeah, I need these and this. Uh-oh. It appears that I am officially out of room in my chests. So I'm gonna take this out of here, and we're gonna put it into here, and then we're gonna that'll do for now. That allows me to store these guys away. I'm gonna get a little bit more food, and then we're gonna head out. Oh, I dropped my arrows off. I need arrows. So, hey, that wasn't very nice. Where did that come from? Where is he? The heck? Is he hiding from me? Sensitivity is still down from the bow and arrow. There we go. I'm gonna stay out of that one for now. What? Hold on, what? Okay, that's a first, I think. I've never seen an invisible skeleton before. Maybe that was like a glitch or something. Huh. That's new. Interesting. Thankfully it turned daylight, so I wouldn't keep getting barraged by that, but... Oh, I have food to cook. What am I doing? I gotta organize these chests pretty soon. Way too many materials that are not needed whatsoever. Sigh. Alright, let's go. Back down to the caves. So I think my next upload will not be Minecraft. It might be something else. But that does not mean I'm going to stop doing Minecraft. It just means that I'm going to try throwing some other stuff in there. Because the whole Dawn of War thing, you know, that was fun. No one's watching it. So, you know, it hasn't received a single click in like 8 days. So, I think that's a pretty good notion for me just to throw the hat into the ring and realize that not everyone wants to see gameplay footage of a bunch of people getting brutally slaughtered by demons and whatnot. So yeah, I even had this like clickbait scheme where I was gonna do the chaos and then have the chaos lord run into a swarm of orcs and then take a picture of that and they just call it Goblin Slayer, and then that way I could pick up on some of that anime traffic. So yeah, but because no one watched it, I can't really do that. So I know that's pretty scummy, but still, I thought it'd be really funny to do more as like a. I kind of want to say like a half shit post, but you know that really isn't the right term. It kind of is, but it's still content. So deceptive content, albeit, but still. Gosh darn it. When I was in middle school, that Captain Sparkles released that Minecraft video Revenge, not the one that is no longer the cover, the one that was actually the Usher cover and whatnot. Yeah, that was like some hot stuff right there. Like that was like the coolest thing in middle school. Everyone wanted to make those like 3D Minecraft animations like that. So everyone got Blender and tried to learn it. But no one had the patience to deal with 3D modeling. I mean, granted, neither did I, but it was just kind of funny because, you know, we had people like me who had spent the past couple weeks trying to learn it, and you know, doing whatnot. And then we had this one kid, which I have a lot of stories about this kid, like a lot of stories. But this one kid said that the first time that he opened Blender, which is 3D animation software where the user interface is basically a massive cluster of buttons that make no intelligible sense unless you read through the user manual, he claimed that in the first 20 minutes of him opening the software, that he had an animation of Minecraft Steve stabbing a creeper. I mean, first off, bullcrap, because, you know, it takes a lot longer to animate than that. It's just, you know, so much is wrong with that statement. You know, that's kind of like saying, oh, well, I picked up a paintbrush and I'm already able to draw Mona Lisa. I mean, you know, it takes a lot of time, effort, and practice to get to that point. And he never showed, like, proof of his work, so we all knew he was, you know, lying. But that doesn't matter. This kid and I went back and forth for the longest time. I mean, all throughout middle school and high school, him and I would just constantly battle at each other. So I think we're kind of somewhat friends now, somehow. Or more of it's like a passive agreement that we just don't really care about what happened in the past. He might still hold a few grudges, but he deserves it. So, yeah. That'll do. I don't have a backup pickaxe, nor do I have iron. So I think I'm gonna set up a little bit of, no, we're gonna see if there's more caves to explore first. And if there are, then I'm gonna set up shop here and continue mining out these caves for the next couple episodes. Maybe if we're lucky, one of them will go deep enough. Great. So fantastic. Again, I've made this comment before, but I'm gonna make it again. Those noises mean nothing unless there is something in these caves that makes those noises. For an example, if it turns out there was some sort of like, behemoth that stalks you throughout the cave system that makes that noise, and you're only able to hear the noise if you're lucky or if he's getting close, that would make it so much freakier. It'd make the whole cave dwelling experience a lot more interesting. Like, it was kind of like a Herobrine effect where you would occasionally catch like his glimpse like around like corners and whatnot. But he would run away from you until he's ready to strike, kind of like a weeping angel. If you look at him, he hides. But if you're looking away, he'll chase. That'd be a really cool monster to have in the cave systems, I think. That makes that noise in particular, but that's just my opinion. That might be a little too scary for a kid's game, though. But maybe he only spawns on hard difficulty or something. But that's just my 2 cents. I just think those ambient noises are a little misleading for what Minecraft actually holds and stores inside of it. I still need a screenshot, don't I? Shoot. It's not really easy to get a good Minecraft screenshot that doesn't give away too much, look nice, and also this'll do. Gotta hurry though, it's sunsetting. Let's see if we can get that bottom arch there lighting. God darn it. I'm gonna miss it. There we go. That is probably not gonna look very good. Alright, well, I believe I may or may not have just signed my own death warrant here. Because it's dark. It's nighttime. I think those two are self-implying. And I am actually near home, so never mind. Back, heathen. It's high noon. Do you guys remember when zombies were first being introduced into the game? And, not being first introduced, when they were like AI was being updated. So when you would attack a zombie, or when the zombie would take damage, a new zombie would spawn somewhere else and start heading towards you to sort of create that like horde mentality and idea. The only problem was that when they would catch on fire from the daylight, it would only spawn more zombies. So there's this really funny video where someone's in the creative mode just flying up, and a single zombie catches on fire, and you just see hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of zombies spawning around him. And by the time 10 seconds in, there's already 20 zombies. 30 seconds in, there's 50 zombies, and it's just, yeah, a little bit of a bug, but it was patched a couple versions later. And now we have a pretty kind of cool horde mentality AI. So, yeah, kudos. well, we're at 35 minutes here, so I believe I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in to this episode. I know it wasn't as eventful as others. It was mostly just me fixing mistakes and going cave exploring, but hopefully you found it somewhat relaxing. And have a fantastic night.